Whoa, got the boots on the ground. Ah. Man, I forgot to lower this down. What's up, everyone? Let me set this stuff for right fast. Man, what is that on trips? All right. Oh, whoa, 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 get my foot on the ground. All right, let me see. Let's see. Let's see. Da, 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 da. I don't know if they're on or not, but let's see. Let's see. Let's see if they're on. If not, might is have to pray. Let's see here. Edition. Let's see. Rob on. Let's see. Rob. I'm gonna send it to him. Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't know, you might be playing the game. And now I might just have to play a rank game. Okay, we might have to play a rank game. I guess Rob and Andrew might just say, I'm gonna take me a break. Alright, rank game it is. I'll try to do 3 versus 3, but alright, it is what it is. They can play rank. But how's y'all Sunday night going? Y'all wish me good luck. Y'all pray for me. Hope I get some wins. I was reminding my mom
From
of
a city
Belfort
that's
today.
played
I
host
wanted
to
to stream
10
tomorrow,
Super
but I had
Bowls.
to
Here's a
remind
look
her
inside the
Belfort for
Superdome
everyone.
in New
But my
Orleans.
schedule should be back together, everyone. I'm going to be doing some Saints podcast coming soon. Hope I can get that started next week. Streaming some other games. Gonna be doing some video talk about the Saints and Pelicans and LSU. It's coming soon, everyone. It's just hard to do it while I'm working.
Just about set for football.
Oh, this
Blake
Saints versus
Grupe
Saints?
is
Oh,
ready
my
to get
goodness.
us started.
Why
And
we gotta do
underway
first Saints
from the
versus Saints, bro? I
Superdome.
don't like this.
And this
And
opening
you can't do
dynamic
a friendly
kickoff
quit
not
no
going to be...
Man, I hate doing Saints versus Saints, my brother. But how you doing, my brother? Who that? I don't know. You got
Man,
Mike.
you can't friendly quit no more, bro.
They been out there, my brother. I fought that out way last week.
Yeah, bro. I hate playing against the same team.
I feel the same way, my brother. I feel the same way. Man, they fucked this game up. I hate to say it. They really fucked this game up. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, fucked this game up so bad.
So 1st and 10 now from
What's
the
up,
30.
Chris? Appreciate the like. You living on, my brother?
And Shaheed going to go in motion. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I guess he don't want to talk, huh? I guess he don't want to talk.
Play action. Now it's Carr.
Oh, okay.
Downfield, and he's got Olave. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. In motion comes the tight end left. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara.
Oh, shit.
Shoves him aside. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, if you're the team that has the ball, you're loving this series. No matter what you're dialing up, in the air, on the ground, you're getting big-time chunks of yardage. And right now, they've got that defense wobbling.
Thank you.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
He only could get so forward with me.
And the Saints are going to take over
you might
once
get
again,
close
and
to
they'll
red
have it at their
zone.
own 8-yard line.
That's how far
Well,
you
Brandon,
get.
as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
I like that little drive you were doing, my brother. Now it's my turn now. That was kind of nice. I like that. All right, let's see what you got on defense, my brother.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. This will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early. Because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara.
Come on here. You got to
block. He's going to lose yardage here.
You got to block.
Stopped and handed a loss by Willie Gay that time.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now they'll throw with Carr.
There's a short one
caught by Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Do a little better than that, my brother.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Again, it's Kamara.
Ooh, nice,
and just
nice.
no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. We're scoreless after one.
That was nice. That was a nice little tackle.
The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Let's see what you got. Let's see here. Let's see here. Got him right there. Doing that. I'm going to give you time to fix that defense. That defense is set wrong. I'm going to give you time to fix it. That defense not set right. All right.
Now Carr.
Ooh, nice.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Carr going to throw. Ooh. Looking for Johnson.
Oh,
it's intercepted.
Catch right there.
And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, I know
they certainly knew their challenges. This series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. It's Hill, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a 1st down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Now they send a man in motion right.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
Trying the left side with Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints.
Alvin Kamara
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Saints post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
And you can bet when they were in that huddle, there's definitely some urgency because I'm sure they were saying to each other, we got to push this one in right now so we don't have to run this on 4th down, and there'll be extra bodies in the hole. That's excellent work there at the point of attack. All it takes is one little crease as he fights his way into the end zone.
A point after, good by grouping.
All right, it's time to lock in now. It's time to lock in.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Just go fast. Should I do it?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Oh, come on. Now they're cheating me, bro. Now they're cheating me. Come on now.
Those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Thank you for doing that. I appreciate that.
Coming left is Kamara. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they're bringing your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
That just messed up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this up to the 34 bounds there.
Bro. Why Chris
a real head scratcher there. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
The final shot here before half for Carr. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
And
they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here comes the Saints punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone.
All right, I think I get
that'll
the ball.
Do it for the end of the second quarter.
Run the ball.
This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Oh, one thing. I don't know what's
just
going on.
Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3.
I think he got it.
And able to get this out to the 25.
All right, let's do a little run. Don't worry, we're going to get him. We gonna get them.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game.
Shit,
I think the defense is saying back to them. Why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
And he's going to be down at the 35.
In the middle.
Gain of 7.
That's something new right there.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Take a little bit of time.
Here's a second down and 6.
A little bit of time. A little bit of time.
To throw, it's Carr.
A little bit of time.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
They run it again with Kamara. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
In motion goes the tight end. They fake the handoff. Now Carr.
Bam!
This is Carr. Touchdown, Saints.
Who that still gonna beat them Saints? Who that?
31 yards. And the Saints have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third.
It
took them a little while, but they are on the board here in this third quarter now with a chance to tie this up.
And it gives them a chance to exhale just a little bit, right? Because most of the time, if your first points come in the second half, you're often hopelessly out of the game, but not in this case. Now they have something to build on and a chance to mount a comeback.
Late groupie now for the extra point.
Try to redeem myself in the second half. Let's do this here. Let's do it. We got to play defense
7
now.
apiece.
Got to play defense here. Got to. Let's see if he's going to come in. Let's see what he's going to come in.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
I might have to play aggressive. Well, why we should play aggressive?
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
Not about that life. Not about that. It's pretty aggressive. Down speed. Let's see here. Let's do this here. Let's do this.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
Ran out of the pocket with him, too. That's wild, bro. That's wild, yeah.
Now Carr. Being chased out left. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter.
That's wild right there. Ran out the pocket with him.
And that is going to do it. for this
So
third quarter of action.
about him running out the pocket.
We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Now we gotta wash it. We gotta contain it now. Gotta wash it now. He's running out the pocket.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Carr.
Oh,
over the middle.
Okay.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5.
Carr. Over the middle, complete. That's Hill. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. To throw is Carr. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Back to the ground. It's Kamara.
Man, come on with the tackling on this game, bro.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going.
I'm like, right there, the hit box. Don't tackle. Miss the tackle. Like, good Lord. Let's see what he's going to pray in.
Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
I mean, come on, bro.
From
You
4
have
yards out.
And the Saints answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
All right. Is I try to get a tie up and we go in overtime or go for a 2-point version?
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Now Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it.
Oh, this game.
And this is picked up by the Saints.
That's crazy, dog.
Defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
I know something was wrong in the first half, bro. That's wild right there, bro. I tell you, this game
Carr
is broken.
will look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Okay. We needed that. We needed that. Oh, my goodness, we needed that right there. Okay, I gotta try, man, I gotta try to score fast. I got to. If I can save my 3 timeouts, I got to, and then go for all sides.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Man, that's like they wouldn't even let me throw the ball, man.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27.
Sometimes, bro. I mean, like, he just stand right there, just throwing the ball. They hear me throwing the ball.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Carr. Connected with Johnson.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. He's got his target. It's Olave.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Throwing his Carr. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that's one where if you get your hands on it, you should expect to make the play. That could have gone for big yardage, but he just couldn't get it to stick to those big mitts.
How you could not catch that, Johnson? Come on, Johnson. How you could not catch that?
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. Carr to throw.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Here we go with Kamara. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right at midfield. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Carr going to look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Why they couldn't give me a promo on that?
His primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy. Unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete.
How they gonna give him that
from midfield, here's Carr. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
From the gun, it's Carr. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You might as well keep Bristol.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
How the whole
Instead,
defense
in this case,
up, man?
timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
I don't understand this game, bro. I think this game broke.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Here's Carr. He completes it to Olave.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. They need a touchdown, the two-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game.
All I can hope is the onside kick.
This is 1st and 10.
Here's Carr to throw. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a two-point conversion. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful.
Oh, give it to me, man. Just give it to me. Just give it to me, man. Come on, man. Y'all got to give it to me. All right, let's see here. Oh, let's see here. Speed. All right, speed. Okay, we need speed. All right, we need speed. We need speed. We need it.
So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. Now the Saints are going to get to this one, so that should about do it. The risk reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And
we got one time out.
This defense has passed its first two tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Carr.
He lets it go deep for Olave.
And he's across for the late touchdown.
You're going to catch the intercept with one hand. Come on, man.
That one should just about put a camera on this game.
What's up, Jerome?
And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining. Boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through.
I'm gonna try to stop it with one hand. I'm gonna try to stop it with one hand. One hand in the cell.
To throw his Carr. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Well, I tell you, things they win our favor in this game, everyone. Fumble. They were making my wide receivers not doing their routes right, boy. It was just crazy. I don't know what was going on. We hung in there, though. We hung in there. Debo should have had 2 hands up, but we hung in there.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away.
We hung in there, try.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Here's first down. On play action, it's Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, that is incomplete.
Oh, come on.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. One final try now for Carr. And that will be incomplete.
Man, come on,
as time has run out on this football game.
Like, come on, you tell me Camaro could not burn
this was
right
a
there?
very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear.
I just wish the deep throw balls could go a little bit deeper and faster, man. Like when you do deep balls now, you got the defense got an opportunity to go up there and try to get it too.
Stood up with confidence and made it happen for a victory.
So,
but that was kind of interesting how he had Jordan in the middle, dude. I might try that. He had Jordan in the middle too. That was kind of interesting right there. I was like, damn. I skipped through all this, yeah. But how is y'all Sunday night going? How is y'all going tonight? How is y'all going tonight? How is y'all night going? We're supposed to do like a 3 versus 3 head-to-head with the Saints, but I guess Rob and Andrews might be sleeping right now. I guess they couldn't wait for me to be done an hour.
From the home of the Bills since way back in 1973, there's a look at Highmark Stadium just outside of Buffalo, New York.
This an hour.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Coleman, the man in motion right. Into the air right away is Allen. He's got his man. That's the rookie from Florida State. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Now Allen. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted.
All right, there we go.
Paulson Adebo.
Now
and the Saints are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
You want to catch with two hands,
they weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
Boy, the animation, boy, they better, I don't know, maybe we're not ready for animation.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's goofy right now. It's goofy.
A give to Kamara running right.
Oh,
and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
They could not let
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
I ain't gonna let y'all down. We're gonna get this win here.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to
we ain't scared of these Bills.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs brought together, first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Now they'll throw with Carr.
That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 14 yards is the pickup, first down, New Orleans.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
Rasul Douglas there to get him down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara.
Come on, y'all can't
get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Oh, my goodness.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
Get in my way now.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
No, we ain't going to do it. You don't got no time. Don't got no time. Don't got enough
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Carr.
Don't even give him no time to throw the ball, bro.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Carr gonna throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Gets this complete to Shaheed.
It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
In there!
It's so close. He gets it to the 1.
Not let me get that touchdown.
Right there. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
That is something. Right there, inches, too.
And Carr's going to keep it himself.
Just stay right there.
And he'll get in. He's
should have stayed right there,
touchdown.
my friend. I don't know. You're doing good staying right there. I'm about to change the play, too.
And the Saints post the first points of the ball
we got
game
that
as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
We're going to get this win here.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
No, he missed the PAT.
No,
good on the extra point,
I
so
hate
a
this
letdown
kicking
there.
being, bro.
And this will stay a 6-point ball game.
I hate this kicking being so freaking much. Oh my goodness. I think that's why I stopped playing college football, because it's kicking me.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
So I know what you're doing. You're going to try to catch me slipping.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Allen now looks to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
To throw, it's Allen. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Allen.
Oh, why?
That is caught.
Oh,
and this is going to be another first down
that,
as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I should have kept going, too. I might could have got that.
Now with the play clock almost gone, Sean McDermott's going to call for a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Coleman, the man in motion right. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To the air, Allen. This is caught. Touchdown! Dalton Kincaid in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room.
Like, why do I
extra point by Bass, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6.
Like, why y'all don't stay where y'all supposed to be at when it shows on defense? Y'all be following the man. Y'all don't have to follow the man.
So
just follow
with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
Well, then let me play man if y'all gonna do that.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return
That's why I'm having problems. I didn't know EA did an update.
Now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3.
The last game I played was like I didn't know what's going on. And my dad is why they updating this game why you got man 26 coming. I'm not understanding that. He should be focused on man 26.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Now a 2nd and 6. A give. This is Kamara. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
To throw his car.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Let's
there we go.
Inside the 20.
There we go.
And he'll take it
touchdown.
In the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Touchdown Saints.
Juwan Johnson.
53 yards.
And the Saints have retaken a third-quarter lead.
I know guys who design defenses, they try to prepare for everything. But you ignore the guy who plays tight end at your own peril.
Yeah, and he's like having another wide receiver out there sometimes, right?
Exactly right, because they're such a matchup nightmare, and they're hybrid guys. Are they receivers? Are they big guys that block? How about the one we just saw there? Catch it and go. Run after catch all the way into the end zone.
They're going to keep it on the ground.
You fast enough. You fast
and
enough.
There we go. The end zone here,
there
and the lead
go.
Moves up to 7.
Squeeze the heat. Squeeze the heat, everyone. Okay, we gotta watch this. We gotta cover this under he's doing. He's doing number sharp passes underneath. Gotta figure out how we can stop.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
We're gonna miss it. And y'all know we're gonna miss it. Gotta gamble. See here, put it back on 10. Put this on 5.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Throwing now is Allen.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
He's brought down at the 34.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Allen gonna throw.
Thank you.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
There we go.
Picked off by Paulson and Debo.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
He said, well, man, trying to be
the defense
good.
obviously could not have drawn up a better start to the second half. They're holding on to that slim lead, just looking for a stop. Not only do they get the stop, Charles, they get the pick six.
Was good.
Another example that life comes at you fast, doesn't it?
One play ago, they defended a slim lead coming out of the break. I don't know what to say.
Now they're one more stop away from thinking about a possible put-away drive.
Dog, why the freaking thing moving like...
It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far.
This game now. Look how the meter moving. What can you do with situations like that? That's just messed up, bro. Like, come on, man.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this
moving
one's
and
in the air.
Bro, how am I supposed to kick an extra punt, dog? Shit's stupid.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback.
EA, I don't know what's going on with EA, man. EA
line.
Just tripping right now. They tripping.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now Allen. Flushed out right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had it because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hip, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
And that boy disconnected. That boy rage quit right now. That boy's rage quitting right now. That boy might be breaking everything in the room right now. Breaking everything in the freaking room. All right. That dude is kind of mad right now. He is kind of mad. He is kind of mad right now, everyone. He said, I think some man's games are good, but the other people don't like it. Our parents, what do you think of the other people that always go off on other people, think they never be happy, right, man? Well, I don't know. It's like, I wasn't feeling this man. That's why I wasn't praying this man a lot. It was two things, because my team was doing bad. The Saints got to do better this season. And then how the way they did and stuff like the kicking meal. The kicking meal stupid. They messed the roster up on all man when you play against the friends. And then the animation is stupid. Man, it's like, I don't know. It's like they testing these games with little young kids, and these young kids don't know about games. These young kids like stuff like this.
On the light.
Us old people don't like stuff like this here. I don't know.
That's what she is.
And that's another thing too. You cannot make everybody happy. EA got to focus on one thing.
I was wondering what she was on in the room.
Can't keep the old people happy. Can't keep the young people happy.
The biggest show in town
I know. She's using Justina right now.
Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas.
That's how it is.
Meet the TV.
All I can say is, see, is how
Baby,
you
can
like
off
the
that
game.
fire.
If you like it, keep playing. You don't, take a break from it. Take
No,
a break
I just
from
made
it
the
and play another game like I be doing. I play all kinds
sausage
of games.
with corn.
Blake Groupie out and ready to send this away.
I don't know. If I ever hit
And
the
away
power
we go
ball,
at
I might make
Allegiant
my
Stadium.
own football game. Make my own football.
From his own end zone, here we go. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him.
Turn off the fire. Is the fire off there?
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Here we go. Straight to the air they go. And his first pass falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball.
No, I
It
treated
takes a player who
thing.
can close quickly to get to
I
a
was telling your
forward
sister about the
release and alter
iPad.
that throw.
I still haven't brought it to me.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Throwing on 3rd and long. That one is incomplete.
Did he
Hanging
catch
on
that?
through the contact.
He threw that ball, huh?
His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
You caught and you landed on the field. Score. Oh, playing back. They're playing back.
They're going for this.
I don't know why you
They
trying
can't
to
connect as the coverage comes through. The 4th down
Don't know why you
stand.
trying to do that.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings because I think the reasoning was
Don't know
pretty
why.
clear. They were going to go for it. There was not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
Come on!
And that's good
bro.
yardage there with a new set of downs to
Awesome
boot.
that made that touchdown.
Kate,
Oh
I know
my
you can
goodness,
see
that
that
been
smile
awesome.
on my face as we stand next
Oh
to
my
each other.
goodness, y'all missed
Sure, I
that
love that
one. We
run.
coulda got
But I'm
that
thinking about some
touchdown
great
right
running
there.
backs. In
We
fact,
coulda
Corey
got it.
Dillon, who
We
created
coulda
a
got
lot of
it. Why
negative
we couldn't
grades on
get
my
it?
play sheet
Why?
because I didn't want to carry out no
Why we
fake.
could not
I
get
wanted
it
to watch
on
the
one? I don't
damage
know.
he could do like
I
we
don't know.
just
I
saw.
don't know.
Kamara
All right,
is
we
across
got
the line for the
that.
New Orleans touchdown.
Who that?
The
You know what,
Saints
we're
get a
pressing?
perfect
We got
start.
a lot of
They've
people
gone up
watching
6-0.
on Facebook,
Alvin
YouTube,
Kamara, the
Trips,
touchdown.
and Twitter ads got pressed.
Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to
this
come
night
that
work,
easily the
I
rest
forgot
of
to
this
say
game.
that,
But
that bitch.
starting out, we all welcome a quick
Rankings
score.
on to
Yeah, not a lot
Super
of
Bowl.
energy exerted,
I'm
right? Not a
about
lot of
to
their
say that
cards
I'm
shown
already
just
lying.
yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically.
All right, we got great
a lot of answers have to be
defense.
found defensively.
That one right down the middle. And the Saints will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Everyone. Share the screen. I appreciate if everybody share the screen for me. And if you're
Here's
new,
Groupie on
follow
now to
me.
handle the
Subscribe
kickoff.
to me. Give me a follow. I might screen some hell down tomorrow.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30.
All right, so let's see what he's going to do here. Let's see.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Look at this. The wideout gets it to start this drive. And the reverse call pays off. Some decent yardage before he's brought down. Working quickly here. From the 35 on 2nd down. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
I see his scratch and how you're going to be playing this game. I see it.
Up the middle they go with Madison.
I see it. All right.
And
I see
that
his
tackle
scratch.
stops him
See
after
his
a
scratch,
solid
buddy.
gain. Give him 5 on that
I
carry.
see
Bring it
it.
up 2nd and 5.
That
see
run's
his
not
scratch.
going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
And what a hit there. Alex, she paced the press for moving the chains that time. Moving quickly,
I'm
trying
about
to get
to
set
hit him
again.
with a tackle, and somebody just went and blocked me.
Ritter setting up to throw. On the move, headed
Where's my
right.
stick?
Taking the deep shot there on 1st
Golly, I
down.
think
Okay,
I'm needing
no
to
luck
adjust
connecting.
it.
It's incomplete.
Oh,
When
maybe they did
offenses
a
that connect in this
bad
intermediate
fucking
zone
update
are so effective. Getting a
with the
completion in that
animations.
area, it not just sparks your offense,
I know,
but it just
after this,
turns
I
that
gotta set
aggressive
that.
meter way up. They just couldn't quite
Thank
find
you.
it.
And there's a man there.
Take
It's
me to
intercepted.
the king.
Alontae Taylor
I
has
don't
it.
got nothing to give.
And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, and the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers. And he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
That one splits the uprights.
Not the Raiders.
And the Saints
Not
try
the
out to an early
Raiders.
14-0 lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent
damn,
away.
I let the Reds beat me. I would be there. I would end the scream. I let the Reds beat me.
Chooses to bring this one out. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30.
We're going to back and go on the Super Bowl. Back and go on the Super Bowl.
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready?
Back to the air following the pick six. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Second and 10 now. He'll get it complete to Alexander Madison. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Offense up to the line fast.
Quick huddle and all that, huh?
Here he is on 3rd and long. Has a man, it's Madison. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Offense in the hurry up here. Here's the snap on 4th. He finds it beyond the marker.
I see why he's picking that play.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
He's going to get that ball. I see why he's picking
that big 4th down call is how we close out our first quarter. It's a 2-score game early. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this.
That little prayer, I got to figure out who you're going to throw it to. All right. We're going to pray. We're going to pray a dime. We're going to pray a Tampa 2. Tampa 2 going to fix that.
Time now for the second quarter. Raiders
Tampa
in possession.
All that
They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for Raiders first.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Ultra, go ultra. Hut, hut.
Now first run of the game is Amir White.
All right.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Yellow. Ready.
Here's 2nd and 11. That's complete. Here's Madison. And they bring him down around the 34. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
I know I forgot to do something. But he's doing all that quick huddle, and that's why.
Check White.
Inside handoff goes to Madison. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
1st and 10, it's a give to White. This defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Willie Gay there on the tackle. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Here we go, set.
Here's Ritter. Search isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run. Third and long for him here.
Oh my goodness.
Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Raiders make it a 1-score game before halftime.
Wow,
how about the timing on that call? They catch him off guard, and it's an easy score on that wide receiver run.
That's exactly right. They crossed up the defense there, busted some tendencies. What a great call.
And he goes down, the pressure gets home, and they will not take another two off that lead.
I don't know what he was doing.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away.
Oh, you know you're not supposed to do that. That's all. Hold up.
He fields it from the 8.
Oh, my God. I thought that was supposed to be a penalty. Oh, shit.
And it's a pretty unlucky return indeed. Out of bounds back at the 13-yard line.
Oh, my goodness. Man, I forgot what man used to do that, boy. He used to just go back and burn them all and run all the way back.
Working out of the gun, it's Carr.
Come on, stop that.
Play to jar it loose,
stop
incomplete.
That stupid animation right there,
no
man.
dice on that prior
right
pass.
there.
Here's second down.
Man, I'm not understanding that.
Back to the air, Carr. Escapes the pocket. And he's going to step out a yard or two short of the 30. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down. And
someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Raiders get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
That is just a big-time individual effort, Kate, defensively. First, he takes the ball away, and then he's looking for points, right? He turns from defense to offense, and one more move, and he might have broken it to the house.
And that is a touchdown!
Man, come on with that bullshit,
the Raiders
bro.
earn the chance to tie it before halftime. And the Raiders line up again to go for 2.
Let's go.
He's throwing for it. And no connection on the 2-point try. It fails.
Come on, man.
An aggressive mindset not working for them early on here. 2-point tries following both touchdowns, Brock, and neither have been successful.
Well, I hope they worked on a lot of 2-point plays this week because they're going to be chasing points the rest of the way. Hopefully, they can find some better success on future 2-point chances.
This return makes it up to the 25. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Tracked down by Robert Spillane. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Here comes the final play of our first half. They're just going to play it safe, sticking with the ground game, it looks like. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. And he didn't strike that one true, Brock. It came down short of the landing zone he had to reach, so give them the football up at the 40. So after the penalty yardage marked off, here's 1st and 10.
I'm not understanding that.
They'll run here following the penalty. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Trayvon Merrick there for the stop.
I'm not understanding this.
Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted.
Come on, man. That's crazy there, bro.
And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. You get a pick 6, you get a pick 6. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed.
Oh, that's
Seen who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick 6 and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And they'll have great field position, Brock, after the unforced error on the kickoff. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Carr now on 1st and 10. That's caught by Chris Olave. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
I don't think he's small enough to move.
They send the tight end in motion.
He ain't small enough. Oh, he is.
Kamara now on 1st and 10. And he's brought down for a loss.
All right.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him add in a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
From the shotgun, Carr. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
Oh, come on, man.
Oh, those linebackers. Those linebackers. They seem to be in the thick of every play and some of the quickest reaction times out there. He needed a quick reaction there to get a finger on the throw. It changed its direction.
Carr throwing on 3rd. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he will get the first as they touch him down.
This game of today, Kate, in so many ways is so different than the game I played. But that's a call that I can close my eyes and still remember. All you do as a QB is just look. It just takes a look. If the big guy's up front saying, give me a push, then I'll do the rest.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal. Kamara will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
And he hauls it across for the New Orleans touchdown.
There we go, baby.
The Saints take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. Not sure we can call these gadget plays anymore, partner. Not like we could in the early 2000s, right? Because receivers who can run it, well, they become an important part of many NFL offenses, especially down in the red zone.
And that's because the reality you face is there's only so many conventional plays. Really, there's only so many reps you can get in during the practice week, so many different opportunities and traditional sets. But when you got an outlier like this, when you got a wide receiver who can run it like a running back, it presents a whole other set of issues for defenses.
Come on, how did
and he
just
pushes
stop
forward,
right there?
but they don't get much there.
Stop it right there, bro. That good G.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff.
I don't know, maybe Kamara got to start lifting weights. Kamara got to start lifting
And
weights.
no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
He got to start hitting the weights. He got to. Oh my God, Kamara got to start hitting the weights.
This our last play of the quarter.
Steal, check, steal. Ready,
Going left side, Madison with it. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's Raiders football, and they'll get to work, coming into the quarter trailing. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
ready.
From the 32. Complete here to Bowers. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
And he's able to take this up pretty close to that 40-yard line. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Ready, play.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Black shot. White, white. Ready?
From the 41. Short pass brought in. And they get this down to the 28.
The tackle is mess up on me.
They get 13 on the pickup. And that's a Vegas first down.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run, break tackles, and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
Out of the gun, Madison. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first.
Ready up.
They'll come to the line here. 2nd and 9.
Black, red. Set. Red, yellow. Ready.
Here he is to throw. He'll get this one to Madison. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Ready.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Hut, hut.
Throwing now. Throw wheeled in by Mayer. And he gets this forward to the 19. We have a timeout here. 2nd one taken by New Orleans. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up.
On the set. Red, cycle. Here we go, here we go. Set, hut.
Now to throw. That's cut beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They would not let me get on Davis, dog.
4th downs.
They
it just
would not
brings
let
out
me
the
get on
very
him,
best.
man.
You get to see how you handle
on the
the most
and keep
pressure, and it
making me
turns out
skip off of
they
him.
handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
Well, I tell you,
Wearing up the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10. Running right, it's Madison. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
I tell you.
A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
10. Come on, set.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to get back to the line, but that is all. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down.
Let's hope he's not a good kicker, everyone.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
3rd and 4 coming up now.
Here we go. Hut, hut.
A handoff for Madison, running left.
I'm not going no time.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. They get the timeout, and with 1 second left, they're going to get mentally prepped to, you'd think, try this game winner. 1 final second on that clock. There's a timeout. We'll have to wait just a touch longer to close this one out.
That's if he missed it.
So here's Daniel Carlson with the game in the balance. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. The kick is good. He got it. And they've taken back the lead.
Oh, my
so put
goodness.
this
Why
in
they
win
couldn't
column
miss
for
the
the
kicking
Raiders.
wheels on him?
And it took everybody at the end. First to set up that field goal, and then for him to go out and win it with that accurate kick. It wasn't a dominating win by any means, partner, but a great show of resiliency to fight back and steal it away. And with Brock Heward and our EA
couldn't
Sports...
put it off for one. Couldn't put it off, man. I don't know, man. I need to get my email set to EA to see when they do updates. I did not know they did an update. And look like the update is kind of stupid. I mean, we had them down too.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us a dozen miles east of the National Mall at the home of the Commanders here in Landover, Maryland.
What's going on with the nonsense?
The kicker, Blake Grupe, set to start it. And off we go from just outside our nation's capital. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Alert! Alert!
Off the play fake, here's Daniels. He's going to run it. Give him 11 on the scramble.
We got to watch Daniel run out the pocket now.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll go play action here with Daniels. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds. And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short.
Not today,
but
Daniel.
not to be. And
not
they'll
today,
turn it over
Daniel.
on downs.
Not today.
First carry now
I
for
see how he's
Alvin
coming
Kamara.
though with Daniel. I see how he's
And
coming
they'll move
though.
this one down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
I see how you coming, Daniel.
They'll go again here with Kamara. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Carr working out of the gun. This throw right side is caught by Hill.
My thing is though, how I can get my defense to press them for they can't go
Here's
nowhere
a 3rd
to give
down
the line
and
some
4.
time to get the quarterback. That's all I want to know. Or maybe you gotta have a good quarterback a set. Damn, dog. Damn, man. Why you want to mess with the internet, man? Golly.
From the shotgun, It's caught. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Switch when you about to pass the ball.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable.
You know what?
Operating
I hate people like you want to lose
he's able to
the
find
last
his man
switch
near the sideline.
And he's able to extend
this drive.
I hate people like you. Like, what do you get out of that? It shows you don't got no skills. Like, come on now.
Now a give running left
you don't
with
got
Kamara.
no skills doing that. I don't
He's to the 10.
People do that.
They get 14
yards
yards
you do this
set
all
up
your life,
and
last
goal.
switch and get wins off it.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. Couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big game that carry.
They're not giving my wide receivers no separation. What's up, Andrew? They're not giving them no separation.
So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
Man, what's up with the internet?
More after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
What's up with the internet? Why the internet's messing up?
So push back to the 11-yard line for 2nd and goal. Carr now.
Why the internet's
now
messing up?
Caught by the tight end Johnson.
Who that?
And he will get into the end zone. Jawan Johnson. Touchdown, New Orleans.
We gotta get this win, man.
Mike, we gotta was saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Blake Groupie comes on for the extra point. The kick is good. The Saints will take a 7-0 lead.
All right. Andrew says he's laying down.
After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away.
We gotta watch Daniel, man. Daniel is built different.
And
this
no
dude
chance
is
to return this one through the end zone.
Daniel is built different, man. We gonna have to. It's gonna be hard containing him. It's gonna be hard.
Here we go.
It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniel.
Yeah!
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Yes, thank you, Jordan.
Cameron
Who said Jordan still don't
the
have?
Veteran, in there for the sack.
Oh, wow.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down.
Bam!
This defense hitting their ears back, coming to get him again. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Bam!
And this drive is a disaster. He goes down for a 3rd consecutive time.
I bet you ain't gonna do that.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
Come on, mess with the internet.
No
I'm gonna show you.
For the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. Now pass deep for McLaurin. Incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. They'll wind up giving the ball over on down.
Oh, I'm going. That boy disconnected. I don't know if it's the internet or what, but he disconnected. I don't know. He discredited. Want to do all that goofy stuff, mess with the internet, dog. People like that don't need to be playing Madden. People like that should not be playing Madden. I like you gonna mess with the internet, last risk, and all that stuff. You don't play the game. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, look at right, we got who that little sticker there, a little thing there. Okay. Man, I just realized that. That's kind of awesome right there. I never thought about that. Well, at least everyone's getting some fun out of this. Y'all seen me win some games here, you know? At least y'all getting entertained a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. But look, we's live on all platforms, everyone. We live on Facebook, Kick, Twitter X, Instagram. Well, not
EA
Instagram,
Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Crescent City of New Orleans and the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints.
Heart of gaming. But if y'all is cool where you at, that's fine too. That's fine too.
The kicker, Blake Groupie, set to start it. And off we go from the Superdome. The return team gonna let that one go.
Right,
it'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
We're going against the Cowgirls. We're going against them. Going against them. All right, let's see what he's going to do here. Let's see.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Right to the air is Prescott. He's going to air one out right away. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there.
Yeah,
defensively all over.
That's how you coming at it.
It'll be second down. Prescott now. It's going to be pulled in by Dowdle.
That's how you coming at, man.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. 3rd and short. Prescott. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb.
Oh, okay, I see what he's doing.
They pick up 17 through the air. First down, Cowboys. A first carry now for Rico Dowdle. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Dak. This one downfield complete to Cooks. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Here's a carry for Dowdle. And he won't get much. Taken down at about the 12. Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Prescott. That is caught.
I don't like the fucking linebacker watching. You saw how the linebacker watching? He should have been charging at him.
Dallas.
Man,
exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
Oh my
and Mike,
goodness,
the word that
man.
comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away.
I was taking a shower. I was setting it up, and I see y'all not
and
even
this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30.
Man, I really want to talk to the people that made this fucking game. Like, y'all doing this game all wrong. Like, come on here.
On the ground for the first time, this is Alvin Kamara.
Hey, come on here.
He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Defensive prayer just watching.
Just watch the speed of the pursuit out of this safety on this tackle, Mike. His ability to play from depth and attack the line of scrimmage and meet that ball carrier in the hole and keep him to no gain. You don't see a lot of safeties able to make that tackle in the open field. That's pretty impressive.
He lets one go. Looking for Shaheed. That one broken up. It's incomplete. all over him down the field. It'll set up third down.
They already debuffed the throwing deep, bro. You can't throw deep no more. You can't do it no more.
What now?
You can't throw deep no more.
To throw is Carr. He's got his man. That's Olave. And a big strike for good yardage there.
Man, it's stupid, man. Man, it's stupid, Andrew.
These third down conversions are just so important.
It's like a glitch
Everybody
that you
stresses
run with the
we want to
quarterback,
possess
the
the ball.
defense not
Give
going to
our
react to
offense
it.
as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Look,
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. So after one, it's the Cowboys with the early edge.
I don't know. I think this is one of the worstest matches they made. I think
It's
this
a
was
three-tight end
I don't
look
know. There was
as
this
they
like,
have
I
it
don't know, maybe
first
because they was
and
working
10.
on college football too. That why this man is not kind of good.
Now, Carr.
That's the only thing I can think.
That's caught by Hill.
Oh, I think I can
And
think.
he's close to another first
Man,
down.
we
He's
gotta put
brought
on
down
conservative,
just
man, when he's
shy of the
hitting.
marker.
He's hitting. When I see
So the
people
hope
hitting
is
like
when you
that,
call these underneath drag
gotta have
routes,
the spray
you're trying to
pack.
have
You
your
know the
tight
spray
end come
pack
out
that
the
you have on
backside of the
Call of Duty?
defense in
You can
space.
also
So when you
use the
put the
spray
ball on
pack
him early,
on Matt.
it leads to
Just
big
do his
yards
sticks
after the
all through
catch.
the
In this
game.
case, they
His
don't get the
sticks.
real big play
All
they
you
were
gotta
hoping
do is
for,
press the
but
back
they'll
button.
definitely take it.
And you can just automatically
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short.
When I see
Play
that, I just
action
put up a
pass.
serve.
You can run. In this case,
So he
they
gonna make
choose to
my
keep it
guys
on the
from
ground, play it safe, pick up the
He's gonna
first
make
down.
him from him.
And the D closes quickly. He stopped after a gain of a yard. The veteran Eric Hendricks on the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9. Shaheed in motion. Now, 2nd down throw from Carr. He's got room to roam. And he'll be taken down.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game, Mike. I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. What are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And tell you what, they've answered all those questions, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
A chance here to draw level before the break. It's 1st and goal. They'll run. It's Williams. That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play.
And he'll take it on it.
Keep on doing that.
Shaheed.
Keep on doing that now. Come on now.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
I got a good idea what he might be doing. I got a good idea. We need some safety help. Hold on, let me do this here. Put down speed.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. On 2nd down, it's Dak.
Oh, my goodness.
And that's going to wind up incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender. And you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. He'll find land. That's complete.
What happened to him? You could just jump and get that. He just doing this, staying on his feet,
inside
doing
the
that.
40-yard line.
Like, come on.
They'll throw again. Dak.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Dak to throw. And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
On 3rd down, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
Yes, sir.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Yes,
this is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time the team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
First down throw for Carr. That one into the hands of Hill. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Carr now on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance.
And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down.
That's it. Couldn't get it. Shit.
So, one touchdown apiece for our two teams. 7-7 on the board here at the break. we'll head over to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He has the EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports.
See, that's why I be trying to figure out sometimes.
Could not ask for more from
my
that
guys go
first half.
all kind of ways.
Even as we begin
they stay
quarter
right
number
there
3.
where they're supposed to be at.
This kick
Right
is
there,
fielded
in
in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's
I don't know why
touchback, and
my
that
players
ball
be moving
will come out to the 30-yard line.
This is crazy. This don't make no sense.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. The veteran Eric Hendricks on the stop. They'll come up on a second down and 8. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. Play action now. It's caught. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. Carr working out of the gun. Throw left side, that's Johnson. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive. Shaheed in motion. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. From the shotgun, it's Carr. This throw right side is caught by Hill. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
It's another run here for Williams. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. First and 10 now from the 36.
Rounds could do it.
They'll go again with Williams. He'll manage only a couple. Osa Odigizua there on the tackle.
Where that play? Where that play? He's in the zone.
Second down and 8.
He's in the zone.
They'll work the middle here with Kamara. Can he get away? No, he's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play.
He was in the bricks.
First down away to the 26-yard line. And here's third down. Back is Carr. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. So, points at... So they move inside the 20, first and 10 at the 18. Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. Trying to use that big body to get the yardage, but he is stopped for no gain. We'll try again. It's second and 10.
He playing strong defense there. I give him that. He's playing real strong.
Shaheed in motion. Second down, Carr. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up third down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and Just nowhere for that back to go.
This one complete to Hill. And he's got the first down. A great job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up 1st and goal.
Goes without saying, this is a huge drive. This game is all tied up. 4th quarter, that's a huge 1st down pickup. Now they got to see if they can get some points off this possession.
Now a handoff, the tight end in the running game. Down to the 4, it'll be 2nd
Okay, everybody
and
get some
goal.
rest. Everybody get some rest. Get some rest.
Two minutes to play in regulation. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. 2nd and goal. Here's Kamara. And he will power his way into the end zone. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans.
All right.
Groupie able to add the extra point.
All right, we
And
got
the
this,
Saints
everyone.
will move out
We
to
got
a
great defense,
14
everyone.
to
We got
7
great
lead.
defense. Got great defense here.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th
Oh, we
quarter,
got great
the tie
defense.
has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Oh, man, we got to pray a nip. No, I mean, dime. We got to pray a dime. Got to pray a dime.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll run. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
They'll run here. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Man, how that couldn't be a pick?
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical 3rd down.
Oh my
Remember,
God,
Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got 3rd and 4th down. There's no punt, there's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot. Now Prescott. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down.
We needed that.
That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd, and they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. 2nd down, Prescott. In the middle of the field, it's taken by C.D. Lamb. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Okay, we can pray and die.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
3rd and short. Prescott. And it's a touchdown.
Safety here. Where the safety is
They have gotten to within 1, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
No safety help, bro. No safety help.
So they're not level yet.
A
critical extra point attempt to follow. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. We are in the final minute of what is now a tie game as we are set for the kickoff. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Carr now. And open downfield, it's Johnson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Carr now to throw on 1st down. Quick throw, taken in. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20.
Yes, sir.
That one good for 26 yards. Shaheed in motion. They'll stick to the ground. He's going nowhere. Gonna lose yardage on that play. Saints going to use their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
For shit, bro.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. Carr. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. New Orleans 3rd and final timeout, and they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. This kick is good. And that very likely will be a game winner.
And that's just got to be a great feeling over on that sideline, Mike. I mean, an excellent job by this offense to give yourself a chance to win it. And then this kick. I mean, what's left to be said? It was never in doubt, and it's going to lead this team to a victory.
Right here, we're going to pray in the vent. If he did that shit on a dime, no way. No. If you do get lucky, it's game over anyway, so.
1st and 10. On play action, here's Dak. That's down the field for Lamb. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Here we go. One final play. And he'll be taken down, and that
is going to do it. We got the win. I got the win for everyone on the screen. That win for everyone on the screen. Who that? Woo!
So this one, a win for the Saints.
Man, that man, Cowgirl defense is different. They built different. Oh my goodness, they'll give you a hard time on the game.
And come away.
They will give you a hard time on the game. Oh my goodness.
So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching.
Oh, they will give you a hard time on the game right there, boy, man. And then he had that fucking stripe pack on there too, because he was doing multiple hit sticks. All right. This will give you my last game, everyone, because I gotta be ready to go work in the mornings. My last game here. Call it a wrap.
If you're truly worried about me, with the enemy, and then
I don't get no right out. I don't get no love.
Be careful, Pike. I'm counting on you.
Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. Just about set for football. Blake Groupie is ready to get us started.
And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis.
And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line.
I see. One side is on 10 to 15.
Is descended from the Uganda. A small tribe chased into liberation by industrialization of their land.
So I don't know what he's doing. I don't even think he's
now
about
with
the
the play
game.
clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough.
I saw that.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
That is how you do
Brandon, I
it.
wonder if someone's down there checking
left,
on the head coach right now because he might be a little bit of shock after what just transpired.
You know?
Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
If they want to let me get that pick ball, I think I'll broke this joystick. I think I broke it. I think I broke it, everyone.
The first carry now.
This
is Alvin Kamara.
We got this. Get him in. Get him in. There we go. Touchdown.
Alvin Kamara.
Yes, sir.
30 yards.
And the Saints use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
This is not going to quit for I stays locked.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go. Still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Better do something different, boy.
Able to add the PAT.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Come on, my bro. You got to do something better than that, man. Come on now. You got the Vikings now. Show me something.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie
Show
to
me
kick
what you're
this one
working
away.
with.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
I'm lurking, though. I'm lurking. I'm lurking. I'm lurking.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now, the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
I'm lurking.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
I like that.
Now Darnold wants to change it up.
I like that. You was built different.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Darnold.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Darnold. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable, Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Aaron Jones.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Vikings are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
They're going to throw for the 2 with Darnold.
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's
I don't know why you did that. Try to be greedy. Try to be greedy. Try to be greedy.
And he takes it.
Now, I was glad you have your moment getting that touchdown, but now you got beside yourself. You just got beside yourself, my brother. Come on, you're not built like that. Come on now. I don't know why you did that. You was not built like that.
No, I can move both hands and my left leg too. That's nice. Anyway, are you ready for me to take control?
What's wrong with him?
Not just yet, though. Once I put this up, when I fight, I always carry 2 antennae with me, just for times like this one. First come, first serve.
You can kick the ball, honey. You can kick the ball, my brother.
Just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
You better pay attention. You better pay attention.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do.
And you saw the celebration. You're not built for this.
Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
You're not built for this.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 38. A give to Kamara running right.
You're not built for
down
this.
At the 35.
You're not built for this.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Well, sacking on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, our score 9-6.
So that's how we doing, huh? When we do a prayer action, we're not going to be able to get it.
3rd down and 16 yards to go.
Throwing now is Carr.
That's how we do it, huh? That's how we do it, huh?
And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Right there, huh?
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the...
That's just a bad break right there, my brother.
Touchdown,
it's not going to look good.
Alvin Kamara.
It's not going to look good.
Second touchdown here in this first half.
And
the Saints had 6 to their lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
They'll turn to Kamara.
That's how you do it,
he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead.
Like that going for on 2 perms. What's wrong with you? You lost your mind. You lost your mind, I stay. I know you hear me on the mic, brother. I know you hear me on the mic. This is my affections. I'm losing this with the Vikings against the Saints. I don't know what's going on in this game, but I gotta come back in the half.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
All right, show me what you got, young one. I seen how you praying now, so I seen how you praying. So show me, son, young one. I seen how you praying. All right, show me, son, young one.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I
show
think
me something, young one. Show me something.
Continue. Here's another one intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
I know you hear me. I know you hear me, brother.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Holler if you hear me. I got the hookup. Holler if you hear me.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Dancing to his left.
Dang.
And that one going to come up short.
Trying to make something happen.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Downfield, and he's got Olave. And he is into the end zone.
I saw it.
Touchdown,
I saw the promised land. I saw the promised land right there.
30 yards.
I saw it.
And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
We're going to end this spree with
Charles,
win, everyone.
That's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great work, Parker, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection?
Don't worry, it's okay, my brother. It's going to be all right.
Now. Absolute dominance
like on
throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
And you lose some.
For the extra
point. Know what? You get the print man the next day.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
So you get the print man the next day. You know, just take this little putty, beating down, go and get some sweet love with your girl, and cry and say, man, he beat me so bad. You know what I mean? Then go to sleep. Make sure you bro a brunt. Bring some little liquor too.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away.
And then tell him to give some good head too. That'll make you feel relaxed as a man.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
Zaza has built her nest in Meteor Sun.
All right, let's see what you're going to do, young one. Let's see. Let's see what you're going to do. I'm showing the world. You can play with a shitty team and still beat these good teams on Madden. Yes, sir. Can I get amen? Can everybody say amen in the chat? Say amen. Oh, damn, you don't even want to pray no more. Damn. You ain't gonna go out like this, my brother. Come on now. You're not gonna go out like this, man. Come on, man. Have some type of pride.
We're gonna get a delay.
Have some type of pride, my brother.
Accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Have some freaking pride, man. You're not gonna go out like this. Come on now. You gonna go out? You really gonna go out like this, huh? You gonna just let them be the leg game 3 times for they could kick you, huh? Come on now.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts.
I'm not letting you go like that.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in the second quarter.
Come on now. Have some pride in yourself, my brother. Have some pride in you. You know what they say? It's not over till the fat lady starts singing. I stays locked. I know you hear me. I know you hear me, guy. Come on now. You really gonna go like this, huh? You really gonna go this route, huh? Really gonna go this route, huh? I said, I advise you to retire from Madden after this game, my brother. Put the sticks down. Go play some Call of Duty. Play some Call of Duty, my dog.
Play clock down
you
to 0.
You ain't built to play Madden, dog. You ain't built to play. You're not built for this.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back.
You're not built for this, dog. You're not
accepted.
built for this at all. You need to be ashamed of yourself. Shame yourself, dog. You lost all your respect for me and my community that's watching you live. Going out like this. How you just go out like this? Really? Come on now. And they would not let me call timeout either. That's some shit, huh? Look at that. They did not let me call timeout. That's cool. What kind of bullshit Madden on? Like, come on. Let me call timeout. Yes, it did. He's quitting, everyone. He gave up. That boy gave up. That boy just gave up. At least I got silver. Alright, cause he ended a little early. Just play one more game, I guess. Cause he ended a little early. I could play at least still play one more game. Still could play one more game. All cause y'all showing love, I'll play one more game for y'all. Win or lose. If I get my butt with, that's it. I gotta go to bed after that. I just redeem myself the next time I play Madden. Just redeem myself next time I play Madden if I get a loss. If I keep on going on, it'll be hard for me to wake up in the morning.
You're in the north. The Yeller horn is about to sound and send 2 teams to battle here at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Look at his luck. I was about to say, oh my goodness, I know this ain't his night. All right. Okay, let me get my drink. All right, I gotta be locked in, everyone.
Blake Groupie out and ready to send this away. And off we go from Minneapolis. Looking up towards the dome. Can't bring it in clean.
But nothing. Y'all make sure if y'all not following me, y'all make sure y'all follow me. I stream all kind of games. Put on 10, put on 5. Make sure y'all share the screen.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones.
Hey, I got it.
Cuts it to the right sideline.
Shit. Damn. All right.
He does it. Touchdown,
man,
Minnesota.
That's crazy. He went all the way to the right. I couldn't
The Vikings take a 6-0 lead right away. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown.
That's some bullshit right there.
Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point.
I don't know. Maybe Hunter Bassett should have retired, bro. Maybe he should have retired.
Oh, that's no good. So an early hiccup after the touchdown as the score will stay at 6-zip.
Now, why I can't do that Camaro? Just run all the way to one side, all the way super fast.
Now, probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away.
He just burned the whole defense.
From his own end zone. Here we go. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20.
Just burned the whole defense.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. This is Alvin Kamara with it.
See, it won't let me do that. It do stupid shit. He stops and everything when I pray with him.
3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them are just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Carr here from the gun. Too much lead on that throw. That throw's incomplete in his target.
Like, come on now.
Well, no look on his first look at the game.
To the right.
So it'll be 3rd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Carr throwing on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Kamara now on 1st and 10. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Ivan Pace able to make the stop. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Carr with it on 3rd and short. This is reeled in by Kamara. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 46. They run it from the gun with Kamara.
See, that's what he let me go full speed. I'll tell you,
this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest.
I just
and as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
From the 41. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Carr. He's on the move. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
And everything, dog. Like,
they will not get another playoff. We're at the end of 1.
Come on, man.
Neither side separating much so far. More from U.S. Bank Stadium after the break. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They'll be facing 4th down. From the shotgun, Carr. That's caught beyond the marker. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. They find 21 yards and get the 1st down. Oh, baby, what a call to go for it on 4th. Here's a give inside to Kamara. We're working a couple of yards past the line. Ivan Pace able to make the stop. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Back now, pressure on its way. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Third and long for him here. He finds Johnson. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
They only needed a couple, and that is what they got. Not the most impressive gain, but a big one as they get the first. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Minneapolis. And it's the Saints who have first and 10. Man in motion here. They'll run here on first down. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Minnesota spends its second time out here. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Well, you call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, it kept them in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
Now Carr. Setting up the running back screen. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
He's got it at the 5. And this is down all the way to the 3. They get 19, and now they're going to have first and goal.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early. They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. They send a tight end in motion. Kamara will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Now it's second and goal from the 1. Going power with a big tight end. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Saints tie it in the final minute of the half.
I like
the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
That one right down the middle. And the Saints literally won up that opening touchdown drive, huh? As they take a 7-6 lead here. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Darnold. As a man, Justin Jefferson. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Second and 10 now. That one's complete right side. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Here's Darnold. Now he's looking for a shot deep down the right sideline. First time this game they've looked to him. And now 4th down, staring right at him.
He'll try to do a miracle.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
And he stopped on a nice gain on what is the final play of this first half. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Chooses to bring this one out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20.
Oh my goodness, I tell you. Let the kicking be like it used to be.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And he found some running room for a nice gain.
What's those squares raising? How
Good
do you know
run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
He moved both of them safeties.
Well, that doesn't matter first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
They give on 2nd to Kamara. Doesn't get much beyond the line. A yard at most. Shaq Griffin finishing that play off. Call it no gain, maybe 1 at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2. They stay on the ground with Kamara. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Play brought to an end by Jonathan Grenard. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Kamara's got it. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked up by Stephon Gilmore. And the Vikings bring it all the way back inside the red zone before he's finally hauled down.
Okay, he gonna know about that play.
They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
1st and 10. Here's Jones. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
The pitch is to Jones. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. Give him 6 yards on the run, so it's going to be 3rd and 5. Throwing here, Dark caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out!
Come on, John!
And the
Come on,
Saints
John!
grab it!
Come on, John! Yeah!
He's at midfield!
Come on, baby! Run that bitch, John! Run that bitch!
He's at the 10!
Who
And
that?
this return will reach the end zone.
Defense win championship, number one. Defense
The
win
Saints
championship.
push their lead further to start the half.
Oh my
Great
goodness.
time to bring some extra pressure off that snap.
Defense
And that
win
made all the difference.
championship, boy. Yeah, boy. I want this. Oh, we got rid of some boy. Yes, sir. All right, we had got that win. We shut him down. Made him crit. Nah. We in the wall. This stuff. What is all this stuff here? What is all this here? Good Lord have mercy. All right, that is it for me, everyone. So I gotta do a lot of work tonight. I gotta know me in the morning. I gotta do a crazy job in the morning. Hope I can get it done quick and fast if I can make it home. All right, y'all have a blessed night. Enjoy your night. I will see y'all tomorrow night at 7 p.m. It's I'm gonna be screaming Marvel Rivals or Hell Dive. I need to be screaming Hell Dive because I gotta work on leveling up on that. But look, I appreciate each and one of y'all watching my stream on each one of the platforms. I got nothing but love for y'all. We lost like 2 games and maybe won like 5, so that's not bad. 5-2. That ain't bad. 5-2. Ain't bad. But we got cheated when it was the Saints versus Saints though. I don't know. But EA, y'all gotta stop these updates. These updates fucking the game up. Alright. Y'all have a blessed night.